I literally never do my hair, and I only ever use my blow dryer for my beard. I'm Gay Jesus. I am a drag king, and I work out of Toronto. I'm most known for my protest pieces that are performance art pieces in gender-bendy drag. They were trying to change laws to prevent trans kids from being able to use the washrooms that they wanted. As a queer person and as a Latinx person, watching that happen to your community and just feeling so powerless just wasn't good enough for me. Like, I look at myself and I'm like, I've made it to 24, and like a lot of us don't. I just couldn't be quiet anymore. Like, I was done. Ever since then, my approach to drag and what I do with it very much changed. I was raised Roman Catholic, and you're very much taught that like Jesus is this historic figure that lived and that like represented love and did all this good. And then all of a sudden as a queer person, you're also then have it flipped on you that it's shameful and that they'd be ashamed of you or like all these things. And so it's very much become a process of like reclaiming what that means. A lot of my pieces are very political. So what I really want to do with it is share with people that if this person theoretically like lived in time and was able to do all this good and spread all this love, that we are each made of that same matter. We're all capable of that much good, and that we have the ability to take agency over that and to do that kind of good in the world. It's kind of funny, like I look at it as a coming out of how he started doing like a lot of his work at like 32, 33. And I think of it as like a coming out story. He's like, I'm here now, I'm the Messiah. I'm like, good for you, Jesus. And really, people think it's controversial, but there is nothing controversial to me about encouraging people to love themselves and to be kind to one another. So that's my relationship with Jesus. When I was deciding what I wanted to study, I was either going to go into politics or it was going to be art. And the reason why I chose art was because I felt that I could have a more profound effect on the world with art. And I could say the things that I wanted to say with art that I wouldn't otherwise get to do as a politician. What I connected with and what had great influence on my life was artists that had really pushed boundaries and then had influence on society and the way that it holds itself. And for tonight, I'm doing a piece that I've dubbed Judas.
Told you I was me.
Working in theater right now is a really interesting time because there is a lot of conversations around like consent and how to go about that within spaces, and there's been a lot of really difficult conversation that has come up. So it's this woman who is grieving this need to stay silent, and who finally decides like it's done, and she's gonna open her mouth because she has a right to. And it's a reclaiming of body and a reclaiming of voice. We connect by being a little off kilter. I think it's very honest. I try to be very genuine with what I do and be specific in what I do. I've received messages from people that have been like really touched by a lot of the work that I've done. And I think that's what's had a really profound effect on me. And it's also something that's like pushed me to make myself better and like be conscious of the way that I carry myself and the work that I put out. Because, you know, my whole life I was like, art has an effect, and then all of a sudden I see it.